Hello, welcome to another painting tutorial. In this episode, we're going to paint a seahorse with acrylic paints. So let's get started. And I'm going to start with a size 0 round brush. Let's take a little bit of black paint and put in some detail for the eye. So I'm going to put black in the middle of the eye. And then I'm going to go around the outside edge of the eye with the black. And we can let that dry. If you want to paint along with me, you can find this sketch linked in the description below. I'm going to move to a size 0 round, which is a little bit larger and stiffer. Then I'm going to take the raw umber. Then let's add an underpainting. I'm going to add some water to the paint to thin it down. So let's go around the eye. And then I'm going to try to just outline this cheekbone here. Go along this line of the face. Maybe around the brow. Just thinking about where those shadows are. Up around here. And then you want to kind of curve around all these areas here. It's just like a C shape. This area has kind of a shadow in between the webs. I'm going to go around the outside edge here. Then we have another fin here, so you can kind of go out and around. This area can be a little bit tedious to get all of these little spikes and curves. You can pause the video and take your time here. Okay, and then think about the shape of the body and the shadow. So there's probably a lot of shadow around the neck here. Then they kind of have a line in the middle of the tail with lines that go out. So all of these ridges, you can kind of put those in. And they're a little bit darker on the back here. Okay, so now let's start adding in some color. So I'm going to take a flat brush. Let's actually take the 1/4 angle brush. And I'm going to take some of this dark blue color. This is a uniform blue craft paint. I'm going to mix it with some of this mid-tone gray. I'm going gonna see if I can kind of pop this in along the back here. So I'm kind of using the square shape of the brush to help me just make these individual shapes, allowing the brush to do a lot of the work for me. Okay, I'm going to take some straight gray paint. I'm going to add that in. It's mixing with the blue a little bit. I'm using this as a shadow. Okay, now let's move to a mid-tone. So I have this green color, and that can kind of mix with the blue. And we'll add it as a transition color. And I'm using that square shape. Okay, so now let's lighten that. So I'm going to take a little bit of this lemon yellow and mix some of the green in there. Okay, I might put this area of the face. Okay, and then let's add some of this to the fin. So you can see how an underpainting can really help you just have the structure, and then you're just filling in the color. Alright, so now let's move to a lighter value. And to do that, let's take some titanium white and just mix a little bit of the yellow in there. And let's add that up here. Again, I'm moving my brush in the direction of form. I'm going to take this color and add it right here as a highlight. Okay, I might take a straight titanium white and just kind of add that in as a bit of a highlight. Using the edge of the brush. Okay, so now let's add in, I'm going to use some of this mint green. I switched to the size 4 flat brush. And I'm just going to add a few lines with this color. It's going to act as a highlight, but it's a little bit of a cooler tone. It's going to give me some more dimension. now for the eye, let's go back to that area. So you can take a size 0 round brush. And I'm going to take this color, Burnt Sienna, and let's go around the eye. So I'm going in the middle where the black part was. Then I'm going to take a little bit of water, kind of lift some of that up to make it look kind of like it's glowing. It's kind of a watercolor effect, but it works pretty good for eyes with acrylic. You're just kind of picking it up with a dry brush to add some dimension in that color. I'm going to mix up a tan color, so I'm going to take some titanium white, a little bit of that burnt sienna, and then I'm going to put that around the eye. That's kind of like an eyelid. Okay, so I'll probably smooth that out a little bit. And then I think we'll let that dry before we add any more detail. Okay, go around the nose area. I'm going to take some gray paint. Try to build some shadow around the mouth. Let's take some of this green and then add a little bit of gray. Might add a little bit of the blue as well. Just want a darker shadow color that I can use to build a little bit more form around the face. Okay, so at this point I think we're ready for highlights. So I'm going to switch to a 0 round brush and let's add, we'll take that titanium white. Let's see if we can put some on the eye very carefully. Okay, and then I might put some here around the mouth. Just use this to add some texture. And you could add a few kind of lines to go around some of the different sections here. Just try to find a spike and follow it down. Okay, this is where you can pause the video and take your time. Just add some nice white highlights. And I think I'm actually going to fix the mouth, bring some of that brown back. Okay, and I think we will call this painting complete. Thank you so much for painting along with me. Please like and subscribe for more acrylic painting tutorials, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!